golden morals. Ooh. I get the remedy, God is the centerpiece. Pray for my enemies, pray for my enemies. I get the tendency, you kinda finicky, huh? Dot on his head, dot on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been healing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric. Time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us. Still ride with a cook in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, legends, by confessions. Go to the higher. These ain't come from the cause. We different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes. I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force. Just fighting the demons, really for life.
Wild little piece. Lord, how I gave my parents fits. Tried so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night. Daddy took me hunting when I was a kid. Wouldn't believe what the hell I did. He said, boy, hold this. Told my cousin, you better run. Last time he poked fun of me, got my with a tree. Son of a gun, pay for all I done. Swear they'll get us there, 'cause I ain't done just yet. Yeah, went for a drive, blue lights lit up my brown eyes. I just tried to play cool. Cop said, boy, you're just a fool. Cuffed and stuffed me in the trunk. Next time I won't get so. Son of a gun, pay for all I've done. Swear they'll get upset, 'cause I ain't done just yet. Had a load of fun on my parents' couch, tried to figure out what love's about. Mom came busting through that door. What? No more. Kick that girl out in the street. Next time I'll be more discreet. Wild son of a gun, pay for all I've done. Swear they'll get upset, 'cause I ain't done just yet.
Time is precious, I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going, the women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry, that's always on. I know the storm is coming, my pockets keep telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my Look, mama, ow, you just like the flowers. Girl, you the truth with all that goody power.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday night primetime showdown between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
5 teams have advanced to the divisional round, and one more will join them. Our final wild card game is underway. Devin Tompkins to return. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
Here we go. Cowboys.
From the shotgun, Penix. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Escapes out to the left. He's going to keep it this time. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Positive with that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
19 right. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Play action, here's Penix. Complete out to the right. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st. We've set it downs for him from the 31.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Red 19 tight. 19 tight. 69 blitz. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Penix now on 1st down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. That throw intended for Drake London. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Check.
3rd down, it's Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. It's Penix yet again. He's got it to his running back. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons finish up an excellent opening series. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early, but tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juiced. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor, but you go out and score, touchdown in the opening drive, you level it a whole bunch.
So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Fields this one at the 3. This makes it up to the 25.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Ready.
2nd and 10, Milroe to throw. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
19 right. 60 Eagles. 60.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's complete, play made by Cup. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That's a good find from the Alabama rookie, and that'll give him a new set of downs.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Let's go. Ready, ready.
Now a design run. Here's Milroe. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. In on the tackle, the 1st rounder out of Georgia, Jalen Walker.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against a front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
70 Timberwolves.
Again, Milroe's going to keep it. Now run, first give to Zach Charbonnet. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
Well, the old SMU Pony Express, that was not, Kate. That was a pitch anticipated by this defense who had personnel in place to stay well ahead and greet him rather quickly.
3rd and short, it's Milroe. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. Milroe to throw on 4th. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Where's the intensity we expect in the playoffs? Defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And he's down to almost, nope, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. Penix here from the gun. Hauled in by Mooney, left side. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
On 1st down, here's Penix. They'll set up the screen. Here's Robinson. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Flushed out of the pocket. Those reeled in by Arroyo. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They gain 11 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Ready, set.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Warrior 70. Here we go.
Here's Milrow. 1st and 10. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Milrow. Finds him over the middle. Attacking the screen. Look at this defense, getting him down behind the line.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Ready, go.
To the air on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. Strong running inside the 30. And they finally get to him at the 15. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. It's an early advantage for the Falcons. More from Lumen Field in just a minute.
Okay,
Back now for the 2nd quarter. And the Seahawks, they have got to look towards the end zone.
ready. Cougar 19. Bronco 80. 70 Lions. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
First down throw here from Milroe. Caught near the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Walker has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Never a pause you want to make, partner. A player injured on that snap, and it is their running back, Kenneth Walker, who's being looked at. Another chance at 6. It's second and goal.
79 Broncos. Here we go. Shot. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Shotgun now for Milroe. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup. Yeah. Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
They're set up at the 2. Let's see if they can make it in on 3rd and goal. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Ready up.
3rd and goal. Defense electing to play this from the nickel.
Come on. 60 Bison. Panther 60.
He's keeping it. Gotta get it forward. And he's in for the touchdown. The Seahawks make it a 1-score game in the first half. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10. They're going play fake with Penix. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
First and 10, or under Robinson. He takes it down to the 33. Gain of 15 there. And that's a Falcon first down.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
First down, Falcons.
First down now, ball at the 33. They go play action. Here's Penix. The left side is caught by Pitts. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Here's Robinson up the middle. He scampers ahead for about 4. It's second down now.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Now Penix off the play action. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Thinking touchdown, but they will not get it. That's incomplete. And maybe worse, Brock. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
Fourth down, Penix. Pass complete to Robinson. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
That's another Falcons 1st down. 1st and goal, Atlanta.
Here's Robinson. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
From the shotgun, Penix. Throw is caught. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 13-point lead. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And this drive will start inside the 25.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, Milrow. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
70, Timberwolf. Trap 60, trap 60.
Milrow throwing again now on 2nd down. And again, it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this 3rd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Milrow throwing on 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Xavier Gibson on the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play fake. Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
When they were in our defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Penix working from the gun. Completes this one to Gray. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, and the respect factor grows 100-fold with your teammates.
They'll kick the running back in motion. Third down, it's Penix. Escapes the pocket. He's making a bid for it. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
Now, not a traditional spot we see teams going for it, but they only need a few inches. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
It's a gain of 2. And the Falcons, first down.
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. First down from the 42.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
To the air with Penix. And this one is launched downfield. He's got it inside the 10. All the way, and that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Gonzalez now for the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Has this at the 6. Oh, he rocks that tackler. And he gets crunched by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Bill Rowe from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 18, pop, step, go.
To the air, Milroe. Buys time, rolling right. That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. So the officials looked at it twice. The replay officials in New York agreed, and the call on the field's going to stand. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Timberwolves. 19 Lion, 18 Rattler, 18...
Throwing it again here. Lasers this one deep down the middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little giant after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up. It cost him that catch.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll air it out on third. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And he drives this one into the pouring rain.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10.
Here we go, Shaq.
Penix here from the gun. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Rick Woolen with the INT. And the Seahawks have it at the 24-yard line.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10. Here's the backup. First throw. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Working quickly here.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard
Going on first. Here's Darnold. Caught in the comeback route. And he's out of bounds. A beautiful play to get that first down, but this could be coming back. We got to check this flag.
Get him.
From the gun, Darnold. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Billy Bowman. And he brings it back for the pick six and the Atlanta touchdown. Ooh, partner, this has gotten out of hand early. And that pick six, the latest play, pushing us towards a blowout.
Yeah, everything has gone in their favor so far. You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NFL. It takes this kind of combination, right? Both in personnel and in every phase of the game.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Falcons continue piling on to this lead.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Shaheed now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
At the 30-yard line.
So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Bradley Pinion set to
All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. Shaheed now to return. Showing a little burst so far. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
The Seahawks take over.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. That's exactly what they did.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on this 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. To the ground goes, that's incomplete. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
Darnold with it on 3rd and short. Falcons driving in, and they're going to bring him down. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. Michael Dixon will kick it away. Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Set. 70 Lion. Come 19. Come 19. Ready. Ready.
Play action. Here's Penix. He's throwing deep to the left side. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Well, it sure seems like they have found a wrinkle in their coverage that this QB just can't quite read, Brock. Got him on a pick on the last drive, and they should have had him again right there.
Kate, I can't tell you how lonely a feeling this is.
Yeah.
1 interception, you don't like, back-to-back drives. That's a really hard walk off the field.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
19, 18.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's going to try another deep one here. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
So with the Falcons set to punt on fourth, on comes Bradley Pinion. Punt meets him at the 28. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Going wide receiver run to start this series. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Now Darnold. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released.
Has it left side block, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say he brought it in out of bounds. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They aren't going for this. Now Darnold, 4th down. He rolls to his right. Downfield, that finds Shaheed. There it is, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Now Penix off the play action. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st. Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38.
A gain of 15. First down.
They go play action. Here's Penix. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that is good enough for Atlanta. First down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
They're going play fake with Penix. Cut out left. He's still going at the 30. Has room down the left sideline. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field with the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Falcons grow their lead yet again.
42. Seahawks 14. Bradley Pinion set to kick
Out to
off.
kick it away, here's Pinion. Shaheed now to return. Things going well so far. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Go, take it to the house.
Darnold now to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. Rolling into enemy territory. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Forced out to his right. He takes it himself. And he will slide down just a little bit shy of getting that first down, but better to avoid the hit. Smart play there, and that's going to set up 2nd and 1 at most.
At the Falcons' 33-yard line.
Throwing from the gun here. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And he sails that one over the end zone.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's Collins. Here's Arroyo. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. And again, it's Darnold. Chased out to his right. Connects on the crosser. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
One of the advantages, Kate, a quarterback gets when he leaves the pocket and he's seeing zone coverage is you can really start to manipulate those defenders. And crossing routes are a great way to break down zone defense, especially when you get yourself outside the pocket.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
4th and forever coming up.
Set.
They'll try to throw. It's Darnold. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them a possession.
It's going to be stopped right around the 37. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Unlike that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
We've set it down from 37.
Let's go.
Going to the ground again on first. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Play fake. Penix. Falls to the ground out left. Incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Dragon 6, 19 Lions. Let's go.
3rd and long for him here. He's going deep. This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's a Falcon first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. The Falcons have the ball and the lead. Only 1 quarter from advancing in the postseason.